Alrighty, guys, how's it going this evening? Barrett back here, and we decided to go live. I was just on Adam Closet's live stream and saw he was showing off some autos he got, and I've been meaning to do this. I have a few, and I thought, you know what? Maybe I'll jump on and show off some of the ones well, they're not mine. They are my LCS's, but I do a lot of work for them. And hey, Mike, what's happening? And I do a lot of work for him, and I have this box full of autographs. So it's about a 600 count box. Hey, Sean, welcome in. So this is a box I got from, well, it's not mine, it's my LCS's, but it is a 600 count box full of autographs. And I've checked out a few of them, and they look legit, but I thought, you know what, maybe I'll jump on here and get some people's input and see what they think. He buys crazy stuff, and then he just puts them away, and I go digging in his basement and in his upstairs and find all sorts of crazy stuff. And this is the most recent find. And yeah, so we'll show you what we got here. So we'll pull off the top stuff. My guess is that somebody brought in a box full of mail-in autos and just stuff that they send through the mail. So I know this one's pretty legit and it's kind of cool. So BJ Armstrong. The reason why I kind of look, because there's two of them. So let me see if I can pull back a little bit. Now I can't pull back. We're stuck where we're at. All right, so there's the first one, and then there's the second one. So I figured, well, with different ink, they've got to be pretty legit. But those are cool. That's just, there's a lot of cool stuff, and then there's a lot of unbelievable stuff. If it's all legit, that was my main question. So I know these are just some deals that they always send back if they don't sign. There's some Ruben Sierras, some Ben McDonald's. You can obviously tell that the cow is a stamp with, you can see the line of the stamp there. A couple hockey ones here. Those definitely look legit. Ed Olczyk. It's tough, Mike. It's pretty cold up here, that's for sure. And of course I work outside, so that's never good. Here's a couple more. That's just a postcard of Kevin Moss that they sent back. George Brett. Most of it isn't real. This was kind of cool, so I imagine that this John Fox might have been who was sending these, and somebody told him, I got traded to the Texas Rangers. I thought that was kind of funny. So he must have sent it somewhere. Yeah, we need to get to spring, that's for sure. Now this Frank Tanana one here, that one looks legit. You can kind of see how the ink kind of wasn't very good at the start, and then it was good. A couple Sean Camps. Well, let's just get to some of the better stuff here. But we got some postcards sent back from Ramon Martinez. There's some Jim Abbott stuff. There's a Dave Dravecki. Now, I know that's not legit. At least it does. I mean, I don't believe it is. It looks like it's printed, but that's something we can check out for later. There's another Tanana, different than the other one. What do we got here? Oh, this is kind of cool. It's a Pat LaFontaine letter. I'm sure they had a bunch of these to send out, but it was kind of cool. Pat LaFontaine, does it have a year? I don't think it has a year, but that's when he was with the Sabres, so that was kind of cool. Niagara Frontier Hockey LP. All right. There's not a real Stockton, but kind of cool. Here's a bunch of, these are kind of cool, but they look like they're all photocopied. Jeff George, be confident, always give 110%. Best wishes, Jeff George. But they're all the same, so that you can tell those were mass produced. Now these ones I'm not 100% sure, because some of these I don't know if they did a bunch of them, because like the Brian McRae's, you can tell those are real because they're different there. Then we got some Tom Gordons. So I'm wondering if maybe they had like players just sign a bunch of them and then they had them sitting there. There's some more there's 4 Tom Gordons there. There's a Kurt Gibson. It's kind of a weird looking ink, so I'm not too sure about that one either. But with it running off the side, yeah, I don't know about that one. Kind of looks like it, because if you look, there's a lot of ink problems, so I don't know. And we got Saberhagen and Danny Tartable. Now what do we got here? We got a Gary Carter. Oh, there we go. We got another Carter, so we can kind of, they both kind of look the same. No? Well, it could be a stamp, though. That's no cards yet. It kind of looks like it might be a stamp. Well, no, there's a dot up here that isn't on here, so that's probably real. Kurt Gibson's there. What this is, Adam, is it's my LCS. He has more stuff than he knows what to do with, and I go digging in his attic in his basement, and I found there's a Brian Harper. Let me show you here. I found this box, 600 count box full of autographs. And, you know, I looked up a few and they look legit, but, you know, I thought, well, if I get on here and get some people's opinions, it sure would be nice. It seems like too many autos for somebody just to, you know, kind of just have fun and make them up. But here's some cool ones. Now I kind of look, and they look legit, and there's 3 of them, and you can see how they're all kind of different and in different spots. So those look pretty cool. Mr. Nolan Ryan. So now we'll get a few cards out here. Now this is where it gets crazy. There's some pretty cool stuff in here. And like I said, I've looked up a few, but I haven't looked up a lot. You think those are reprints? Because look at how the autos are different. That's the only see how that one's thicker and some of them are thinner. That was the only, at first I thought reprints, but then with them being different, I wasn't sure. All right, let's go ahead and grab some of these cards here. So we'll start off. Well, we can't start off with some of the big. Well, I'll just go in the order I got them here, because there's a lot of big names in here. Okay. Okay, cool. All right, so we'll start out with a Herschel Walker. Now, all of these, I know I've seen some of these in here. I think there was a Cincinnati guy that I could tell that he used a stamp. Okay, no, it was St. Louis. It was Todd Zeal. So you could tell he used a stamp on his. So you can tell definitely that he stamped his. He didn't sign his. But here comes some big names that left me wondering. I think they're legit, but there's a Jerry Rice. And we got a Gary Payton. Gary, I live up in Washington, so it doesn't surprise me that there'd be some Sonics in here. Gary Payton. We got Danny Manning. This is one I didn't look up, and the ink looks like it's smudged, so I'm whether or not he did it or not, like I said, I haven't looked up a lot of these. There's a Larry Bird. But feel free to make any comments if you know any of these guys' autos. Then we got a hockey here. What's cool is there's all the sports in here. This guy I need to look up because I'm a hockey fan, and this is kind of cool. Jaromir Jagr. All right, maybe I'll separate the sports here. I need to get it in a little better. But the cool thing is we have a big card shop over on the west side that does a lot of signings, and they're having Beckett in for an authentication, and I was thinking about taking some of them that look like they might be legit. Yeah, we're still going at them. There's still quite a few more big names. There's Troy Aikman. Maybe I'll move a little quicker because there's some good ones coming. When I pulled this box out, I was like, holy cow. I go, if these are all legit, this is a heck of a box. They will be getting sleeved, trust me. Terry Bradshaw. But hey, Kenneth, welcome in. Welcome in, John. I haven't seen you for a little while. But see, that's one of the problems with my LCS is he buys, and then they have a 30-day deal that they have to keep until they put stuff out, and he would just put it upstairs or downstairs and then forget about it. And so when the pandemic hit, I started going through a lot more stuff. And you'd be amazed at the stuff that I pulled out. We're talking Jordan autographed jerseys, Kobe jerseys, LeBron basketballs. I just pulled out 3 cool Ichiro rookies. I got the Bowman Chrome X Factor, the Bowman, the Refractor, and then the Topps Gold with him and Pujols. He's got tons of stuff that he didn't even know. Tim Hardaway. We got David Robinson. There's a Dominique Wilkins. See, I think I've got a Dominique autograph. I want to take a look at that one. And let's see, we got a Derek Thomas. There's a couple Pete O'Brien's. Then we got Willie McGee. When you miss me, send me pictures of some of the baseball. All right, sounds good, Adam. I will do that. Let me. I'll see if I can find a couple of the bigger ones here. Here's 3 right here, and you know what? Now that I'm well, I don't know. Here, we'll let you guys take a look. There's Joe Montana. But see, now that I'm looking at these ones, these all look the same. Those all look like a stamp. See how they all have the double little dots there? So I think that's a stamp, unless he's pretty darn good at doing the same thing over and over. But yeah, now that I looked at those closer, those definitely look like stamped. All right, we got a couple Dan Wilsons, Eddie Zosky. All right, let's see if we can find some more of them. This is why I figured he must have sent somebody that had this collection, had to send them in. What do you mean by auto pin, Adam? Let's see, we got 2 Chris, 2 David, 2 David, and 2 John. We got Wes Chamberlain, Gagney, Kyle Abbott, and Greg Gagney. All right, let's see. Where's some more cool ones here? There's a Chuck Knobloch. We got Glenn Rice. Okay. Couple Otis Nixons. All right, let's see. There is Art Shell. Just trying to find a couple of the cooler ones. There's another David Robinson. Here's a Isaiah Thomas. So you think then that was probably one they sent in the mail to him, and they used that auto pen to sign it. Here's another Jerry Rice. Here's another Isaiah Thomas, and this one actually looks different than the other one. All right, cool. Definitely different ink on those. Hopefully those are legit. That's cool. There's a couple in here couple hockey ones that I really want to be good. There's a Ronnie Lott. Come on, where we got? I need to get these in a better order, and because like I said, there's a 600 count there. So I saw you had a couple Sparky Andersons, so here's a couple here. I mean, obviously they seem legit. They're definitely different. Here's a cool Therion Flurry. Not the hockey ones I was getting to, but here's a couple. Here's a Pat LaFontaine. It's actually a couple of those. And those look like they got some ink issues there. Here we go. There's a couple Ed Belfours. Whoa, losing my phone there. Sorry about that, guys. All right. Got some more Gary Paytons. All right, where's those other? This one's kind of cool. There's a Jimmy Johnson. I mean, for the most part, the majority of them look pretty good. I guess my biggest concern was obviously some of the bigger guys. Well, let's see. There's another Jimmy Johnson. Yeah, they definitely are different. And there's another Herschel Walker. Oh, there's a couple more Herschels. There we go. Yeah, he puts the 34 in different spots too, so that's cool. All right, let's see what else we got here. Here's a cool golf one. There's Curtis Strange. Oh, there's a Brave for you, Adam. Lonnie Smith. All right, here's a couple cool hockey ones. There's a Paul Coffey. And this one here, I definitely want to be legit. I'm surprised I haven't checked it out yet, but this guy here is well known. Mario Lemieux. Those are pretty cool. And we got another Paul Coffey. All right, there's old Seahawks coach Chuck Noll. That's a cool one. Vinny Testaverde. I like these sideways ones. They look cool autographed. There's Andre Reed. There's a couple more Testaverdes. There's a Lou Whitaker. Mickey Tettleton. There's another Lou. I got a couple John Francos. Yeah, actually, so I live in Yakima, which is a couple hours from Seattle, and up north in Seattle, there's a big card shop up there called Mill Creek Sports Cards, and they do a lot of signings like with Seahawks and Mariners and that, and they actually are having Beckett in. I believe it's on the 23rd or the 24th of February, and they're going to be doing some authentication. They I looked into it a little bit. They think they said like if you did like 50 plus cards, it'd be like $10 a card. So there might be, I talked to him to see if he wants to do that, and he was talking about doing it. So I definitely told him I would recommend it, because there's definitely some cool ones. This is here's one of the hockey ones that I really want to be legit. I'll have to find a couple others, but this is, we got one of the best goalies ever, Patrick Roy. These are not my cards. These I got from, I go digging in my LCS's upstairs and basement, and this is I found this the other day. Yeah, it's hard to tell if that's the same or not. So I do a lot of work for him. I go digging and pull stuff out. Matter of fact, now that you asked that, I have a couple cards that I pulled aside that you might be interested in. Hold on just a second. So I found a couple chippers, and I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to pull them aside and see if Adam would be interested in them. So got an old Pacific Omega from '99, numbered 25 of 50. What's it called? Premier Date Parallel. And then we have, this is out of Leaf Lumberjacks. What year was this? 96. It's the black parallel. And that is numbered 494 of 500. Oops. Gotta let the dog out. Hold on. All right, guys, come on. Quiet. Hey, that's enough. No barking. Stop. Well, get in here then. Stop it. Alrighty, then I don't know if I know I had to run over there. I don't know if you saw the Leaf Lumberjacks. And then that's numbered 494 of 500. And then this one was pretty cool. I think this must have been a, I would guess that it was probably a redemption, because it's got tape on it like it got sent back. And that is the Diamond Kings from 2001 Donruss Studio Series autograph. And that is number 11 of 250. So yeah, those were pretty cool. I had a feeling you might be. I'll message you. Well, I got to message you anyways, and I'll either get you on Instagram or email, and we'll figure something out. Because I know he, like I said, in our town, I don't believe Chipper would sell, and I don't mind moving him on to somebody I know that definitely is a Chipper fan. There's a Goose Gossage. It's a pretty cool looking auto. There is a Larry Walker. There's another Larry Walker. We got a couple Mark Grace. And a Jim Leland. You got it. There is Alan Trammell. There's another Leland. There's another Goose Gossage. There's Ramon Martinez. Andre Dawson. Oh, here's the sheriff, Norm Charlton. There's another Charlton. There's a Tom Kelly. And Dave Steeb. Oh, there's a Cecil Fielder. Oh, here's a couple of cool ones. There's Juan Gonzalez. There's a couple more Fielders. All right, let's see. Let's go. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go through one more little stack, and then I think what I'll do is I think Thursday night, I'm going to jump on again and go through the rest of them. That way, I'm more prepared, got a little more time. We got a couple of Brian Trottiers. Let's see. That one's kind of cool. Russian Sergei Makarov. There you go. We got a couple Chris Chelios. All right, I think we've gone through enough for tonight. Oh, here's a couple cool ones. Here's Chris Mullen. All right, let's call it a night. So that's what we got. We got here. I'll show you. We still got. That's stuff that I haven't looked through, and then we still got this stack right here that I kind of thumbed through that we didn't go through. So probably, I would say probably Thursday night. Keep an eye out. I'm gonna hop back on here and go through the rest of these. But thanks, Adam, for stopping in and helping me out there. And like I said, I'll get in touch with you and we'll figure something out. And all right, guys, have a good night.